Hey there, this next question comes from Marlina Carter. And Marlina says, is it better to have employees or independent contractors? She owns a grooming salon currently with 2 independent contractor groomers that only pay a set daily rate, both rental. Okay, Marlina, the answer to this question is yes and yes. It's great to have independent contractors for certain things, and it's great to have employees for other things. And one of the things that I really pay attention to in business is making sure that I stay in compliance with the tax code and human resources code out there in the world of what I'm using for an independent contractor and what I'm using for an employee. And it's really important to not blur that line because it can create more liability on you. I am going to make sure that I introduce you to Heather, who is a mobile groomer here in Accelerators organization, and you guys should definitely collaborate on this one because this one is a little fuzzy. I can't really make a recommendation of what you should do, but I can tell you there's lots of pros and cons to 1099 versus employee. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go research some good articles on this, and I'm going to put these in the resource center. So make sure and check the weekly newsletter, the Mentor Minutes newsletter this week, because I'm going to make sure that I put some articles in there around this. And I will make sure it's in the section called accounting. Okay, in the accounting section is going to be the differences and the pros and cons of using independent contractors and W-2. By and large, the number one pro to having an employee is you get to dictate what they do and when they do it. With an independent contractor, you can dictate the project that you want done, but you can't dictate how they do it and when they do it because that's crossing over the lines to an employee. And it's very important not to cross that line and create more liability for yourself. Sometimes you can pay less to an independent contractor. Sometimes you can pay less to a W-2 employee, depending on how much you're going to be using that person. Every person that you use in your company, you want to figure out, or hire in your company, you want to figure out whether it's better for you in the long run for them to be a W-2 employee or a 1099 independent contractor. Great question, and I'm going to get you some resources and get you introduced to Heather. Thanks for the question.